And check this out. This was I-95 at Allegheny during rush hour, and it is just intense traffic coming off, spilling into the neighborhood streets in Northeast Philly. Shayna, you were out there speaking to neighbors tonight, and they're actually taking matters into their own hands.
And that's exactly right. Neighbors in Bridesburg really coming together to adjust to this new traffic reality, putting out these cones as you see behind me. And it's just one way they're hoping to help people that are confused coming off of the highway to get around.
Just go straight down till you hit the fence. That green fence, you make a right, and then you'll be good.
If you live in Bridesburg, you know what the last couple of days have been like. For these neighbors, they say it's been a traffic nightmare.
The people on the block, they're trying to help people to go the right way. Because if they go all the way down towards Aramingo, then they have to turn around and go towards traffic. They shut down Lefevre at Aramingo, forcing cars to get lost in the neighborhood.
Sunday's fiery collapse of I-95 in Philadelphia causing quite the ripple effect in the surrounding neighborhoods, diverting all of those drivers off of the highway and into the tight residential streets in Northeast Philadelphia. A viewer sending us this aftermath photo of a tractor trailer coming down Westmoreland Street and tearing down a cable line. Back over in Bridesburg, where neighbors have taken matters into their own hands by putting up cones and directing cars down Miller Street. Scott Simon is one of them.
In order to keep them from going down that way, we have the cones, which is forcing them to go the right ways.
Joe Spada and his wife live next door.
It's been really crazy because the street's never this busy. You know, you have the kids, a lot of kids that live on this street. The people that are not from around here, they fly down the street. That's the main concern. It's real busy.
His wife says she had to leave for work extra early just to make it out of Bridesburg.
On the way home, it took me about maybe 2 hours, not even. Hopefully we'll start adapting and people find new routes.
Until then, life in the neighborhood will look a bit different for weeks to come.
The kids could normally play on the block, have football, you know. Now it's like a highway.
Now, the crazy thing about all of this is Miller Street, where we talked to those neighbors, is typically actually a two-way street, but because of the traffic diverting, it's now operating as a one-way. Guys?
Interesting to see how the neighbors are trying to help out in their neighborhood right here, Shayna. I'm curious, are they normally out there hanging out with their lawn chairs, or did they decide to come out and sit on the street to be great neighbors?
Well, a little bit of both. I mean, it's a really tight-knit neighborhood here in Bridesburg. It's one of the tighter-knit ones in the Northeast, I would say. And there's always some activity. There's people that have lived here for generations. I talked to one guy who's kind of like the neighborhood watch, if you will. He says he's lived here all of his life. His great-grandparents were the first family to live on this block.
Wow.
Back in 1901. So we're talking about people that have been here. They were invested in this community. So a lot of them have already kind of been doing that, and this is just one more way they're just stepping up.
And they clearly care about their community.
Yeah, their quality of life, though, really affected by this, so your heart goes out to them. All right, Shayna, thank you very much.